In the narrow lanes of a small town in rural England, under the low hum of old light bulbs and the quiet humdrum of ordinary life, Emily Walker, age 16, carried a secret. She didn't dream of prom nights or picture-perfect weddings like the other girls in her class. She didn't scroll through makeup tutorials or gossip about boys. Emily dreamed of engines. Greasy, complicated, growling engines. Machines that made noise, moved power, and, more than anything, felt like freedom. It started with her grandfather's busted lawn mower. Everyone had given up on it. But Emily opened the casing, stared at the mechanics like they were blueprints for a better life, and 3 days later, it started on the first pull. That was the first time someone called her weird. The second time was when she began fixing neighbors' broken bikes and old tools after school. She scavenged parts from the scrapyard and studied diagrams from library books. Her hands were always covered in oil. Her school uniform permanently smelled like metal. She didn't mind. But when she told her uncle, her guardian since her parents passed, that she wanted to apprentice at Mason's auto garage, he laughed. "Girls don't do that, Em. It's filthy work. You'll get eaten alive. Be realistic." That night she didn't eat dinner. She lay on her bed, watching the ceiling crackle in the cold, her mind buzzing like a motor about to overheat. That was when she made a quiet vow. She started showing up at the garage anyway, sweeping the floors, sorting tools, never asking for pay. Mr. Mason, the gruff owner, didn't stop her. He didn't help her either. But he didn't say no. That was enough. She watched. Listen. One rainy afternoon, when the new apprentice didn't show, Mr. Mason asked if she wanted to give it a try. Emily's hands trembled as she held the wrench. But her mind? Steady as steel. She fixed the alternator in under an hour. From that day on, she wasn't just the girl who cleaned the floors, she was the girl with magic hands. But then came the twist. Her uncle found out. He didn't scream, didn't scold, just stood in the kitchen, shaking his head. "Enough, Emily. You've embarrassed this family long enough. You'll be moving in with your aunt in Devon. There's a job for you at the bakery. Proper work." Emily didn't cry. She just packed her things, heart heavy with the sound of a dream slipping away. That night, a knock came at the door. Mr. Mason. Not with anger, but with an envelope. A scholarship application. A recommendation letter. And a train ticket to Bristol Technical College, where they had an opening for one more spot in their elite mechanic program. "She's got talent," he said, "and you're trying to bury it." Her uncle said nothing. Emily left the next morning, with nothing but a toolbox, a patched-up rucksack, and a dream too loud to be silenced. 2 years later, Emily stood in front of a crowd at a national mechanics competition. The youngest contestant. The only girl. She turned the key on the engine she built herself. It growled, purred, ran smooth. Her name was called. First place. As the room erupted in applause, she looked down at her oil-stained fingers, smiled, and thought of the words that started it all. "Girls don't do that." She grinned. "Exactly.